Hello and welcome to this video tutorial. Today I'm looking at downloading free watercolor brushes for Adobe Illustrator, and the reason for this is that they're not always exactly what you might think that you're getting. So I went and did a simple search on Google, and a lot of the images I found here were Adobe stock, which means that they're going to be pay for, so they're not actually technically free. Some of the other things that I found were actually for Photoshop, and others that I found actually aren't brushes, they're actually the stroke. And so things like this are just going to be the stroke and not necessarily a file of Adobe brushes. I also went to Pinterest, and this was incredibly disappointing because usually Pinterest is really good at this stuff, but in actual fact Pinterest is full of Procreate brushes and not Illustrator ones. They're much harder to find on Pinterest, so that sort of closed down something that I was typically going to use. The ones that I'm going to show you are these 54 watercolor brushes, because this set is actually not too bad, so I'm going to give you the download link for that. I'm also going to have a look at this particular set. Now, it looks like these are vector brushes, but they're not. They're just vector strokes, but they're pretty well created, and I kind of like them, and so we're going to look at those as well, and I'm going to give you the download link for them. I also downloaded a whole heap of other brushes, so I'm just going to show you what I found and what I gleaned from this process. So this was a set of watercolor strokes. It's not actually brushes, but they are watercolor strokes, and it's an EPS file which you can open in Adobe Illustrator. Here's a second version of that. I had a couple of those. Here is some free watercolor brushes for Illustrator. May or may not contain actual brushes, but they are strokes. Here's another set with a JPEG file and an EPS file. Well, don't open the JPEG file because it's going to have a background and you're going to have to image trace it. EPS is what you're going to be looking for. So this one also had an EPS, possible that you could use that. This one was sort of advertised as a vector brush, but this is an ABR brush folder, and ABR brushes are Photoshop, so you can't use that at all in Illustrator. Here's another set of watercolor brushes. Again, these are Illustrator ones because they're AI files. So just be aware of what you find inside the zip files when you expand them, and you want to be looking for AI files or EPS files. Don't use JPEG. Prefer not to use ping because you'll have to trace them. So let's go to Illustrator and see what we've got. So now that we know what we're sort of looking out for in downloading watercolor brushes, let's have a look at two of the files that I downloaded. Now this is the first one. This is free watercolor brushes for Illustrator, and that was that set of 54. And this is a really nice set because not only do we get an indication as to what the brush strokes actually look like, but if we go to the brushes panel here, you'll see that each of these brush strokes has already been created as a brush. And so we can go to the brush tool here in Illustrator, we can go to one of these brushes and we can just draw out a line using that brush. Now, you might be a little bit confused because this looks black and this looks blue. And the reason for this is we're going to see when we set up the brush is that this has been set up so that you can use any color with it. So if I go to the color tool here and make this a sort of blue color, then I can draw with the brush again, and this time I'm going to get a blue brush. And one of the reasons why I really like this brush set is that the brushes have got sort of some color through it. It's a really nice little brush set. It doesn't perhaps look really interesting on the website, but in actual fact, it's a really nice little brush set. Now, if you want these brushes to be available to use in Illustrator, what you can do is go to the flyout menu here and go to Save Brush Library. And here you can save the file away in your brushes folder. Illustrator is going to go straight to your brushes folder, and you get the chance of saving the file in the brushes folder. Now, one of the reasons why you would want to do this and save it into your brushes folder is so that you can use it again in the future. I'm just going to get rid of that, and let's just open up a brand new file. And you'll see that for any file in Illustrator, it's just going to have a standard set of brushes that is opened with that template. But if you come down here to the library button and go into user defined, then you can come across here to get access to the brushes that you've saved, the ones that you have created. And here is this free watercolor brushes for Illustrator set. And here are all the brushes. And so if I want them accessible in this particular document, what I can do is click on the topmost one, shift click on the bottom one that I want, and just drag them into the brushes panel. And now they'll be accessible in this document. And so I can go and select one of these brushes, select a color to paint with, because remember, all of these brushes will take on the color that the stroke is. Let's turn off the fill because we don't want a fill, and we can just draw out our brushes. So that's a way of making sure that these brushes can be accessed in any particular document as you want to save the file to your brushes folder, and then you can just open them up, going to the panel menu and going to open brush library and coming down here to user defined and grabbing whatever the brush set is. So I'm finished with this right now. Let's just get rid of that. And let's have a look at this particular file, which is delivered in a different way. Because if you see, if I have a look in the brushes panel in this file, what we got, even though it says it's brushes, they're not. They're actually just watercolor strokes. And if we want them to be brushes, we have to make them brushes. So what I'm going to do is take this one and make it a brush. But before I do, it will help me if I have a look in the layers panel and just work out what's going on here. So I have 3 layers, but this is the one that's got the brush information on it. The others don't have anything that sort of goes with the brushes, so I'm just going to put them in the trash can so they're not in my way. And I'm going to open this up and I'm going to grab just this brush. So this is the one here, or just this stroke, because I'm going to make it a brush. So with it selected, I'm going to my brushes panel. I'm going to click on the plus sign at the bottom here, and we're going to make an art brush. These are always art brushes. I'll click OK. Now we get a direction here, so what direction is our brush going to paint in? I'm quite happy for it to paint in this direction. I'd like to scale it proportionally, so I'm going to make that the option. And here's where we get to choose what happens with the color of the brush. If we set the colorization method to none, this brush won't be able to be recolored. It's always going to paint in these colors. If we want to be able to color whatever color we want, then we're going to use tints and shades. Just going to click OK. Now I'm pretty finished with these brush strokes right now, so I'm going to select over them and just move them out of the way. I'm going to click away from them so nothing is selected. Going to my brush tool, I'm going to click on this brush. I'm going to set the stroke color here. Now because this was a sort of orange brush originally, I'm going to change the color so that we can see how this color effect is going to work. So I'm painting blue but with this brush, and that's what it's going to look like. It's got some color elements through it. If we wanted to be able to paint in this color, we can just double click on this brush. We can go back to set the colorization method to none, click OK. We can determine what we want to do with the strokes themselves. I'm going to leave the existing strokes, but now I want to be able to paint in the colors that this brush actually arrived in. Now we could go ahead and turn all of these into brushes if we wanted to. Again, all you're going to do is select the element you want to use. You're going to the bottom of the brushes panel, click the plus sign, make it an art brush, click OK. The direction will typically be correct, so you probably won't have to do anything there. I do want to scale mine proportionally, so I'm going to select that. I'm going to determine whether I always want to paint it in red or whether in this case, I want it to reflect whatever color it is that I have set for the stroke, and I'll just click OK. And so there's another brush created. Now, if I want this to be a set of brushes that I can use anytime in Illustrator, I'm going to just empty out the file here and go to the menu here, go to Save Brush Library. I'm going to call this Watercolor Strokes, for example. It's in the brushes folder, so I don't have to worry about that, and I'll just click save. And so now it's saved. I can just close this file. I don't need to keep it. And in future, I can create a new file and get access to these brushes. We'll go to the brushes panel. You can always, of course, get to that by choosing window and then brushes. You go to the flyout menu, go to open brush library, go to user defined. And here's the brush file that I just saved, watercolor strokes. And here are our 2 watercolor brushes. Now, if I want to be able to use these, I'm going to just click to add them to my brushes panel. I'm going to click the brushes tool, click my brush, and I'm just going to paint with that brush. This one, well, it's got its colorization method set to tints and shades because it's picking up this black color. So we could change that color to a more sort of turquoise color, and paint it again, and it's going to paint that turquoise color. Of course, if we want to paint the red, then we'll just double click on the brush. We'll turn tints and shades to none. Click OK. We'll opt to leave the current strokes as they are, and then we can just paint with the red color that the brush originally was. So depending on how you get your brushes, in some cases you may find that the file comes with brushes in it already created for you, and sometimes you might just get a stroke, a vector stroke, a watercolor sort of design, and it's quite easy for you to turn those into brushes that you can then use in your projects. If you like carefully researched content like this, clearly presented in a step-by-step format so that you can get great results, then you'll love my Skillshare content. I'm a Skillshare top teacher. I have hundreds of short courses on Skillshare that you can access, along with thousands of other great courses, all for the price of a single subscription. If you're interested, there's a Skillshare coupon for you in the description below to use to sign up. Using this coupon benefits me as a creator, and it helps me continue to make free content available here for you also on YouTube. Thank you for joining me for this video tutorial. On the screen now, you'll see a video that I've hand-picked for you. If you enjoyed the video you've just watched, I know that you're going to really enjoy the one I've picked for you to watch next.